Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon Adams. This is Mike Johnson. It's time for Path to the Playoff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, as we take a look at the matchup between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners, the 2 seed, Georgia, the 3 seed, in the Rose Bowl on January the 1st. And when we look at the Georgia offense here for a moment, we know that this season hasn't scored as many points, hasn't compiled as many yards, and yet in the game, in the Rose Bowl on January 1st, can Georgia match what the Oklahoma offense is going to do from a big play standpoint? Is that something that Georgia, led by quarterback Jake Fromm, is capable of?
I think the opportunity is going to be there. When you talk about an Oklahoma defense that's given up 384 yards a game, that's 100 yards more than Georgia's given up right now on defense. They're going to have to attack. You're going to look at this offensive line as a group that really needs to carry the weight for this football team for Georgia. As far as this offensive line will go, that's how far this football team will go.
One thing to be careful about, though, when you look at that Oklahoma defense, obviously they play in a Big 12, a league where there's a lot of yards and points. There's almost an exchange rate here when you sort of look at their stats. The truth is the Oklahoma defense, especially over the last month, probably been better than some people realize, and including allowing Oklahoma to beat TCU in the Big 12 title game.
Yeah, it's going to be up to that front seven to make tackles, in my opinion. You can't allow these running backs from Georgia to be able to make it to the second level. I think if those guys do that, when you look at Sony Michel and Nick Chubb getting up against these safeties, I don't think Oklahoma safeties would stand a chance.
Add to that DeAndre Swift, who is big in the SEC championship game. It's that depth at running back that makes Georgia so tough to stop when you talk about the offense.
It's the explosive plays that you saw in the SEC championship game. Everybody from Georgia just wants these explosive plays. Well, you saw it come out, and a lot of that had to do with the offensive line really controlling things up front. I know they're going to be putting together a similar game plan for this game in Pasadena.
Yeah, a lot of receivers touch the football against Auburn. That's the game plan that Georgia fans hope shows up against Oklahoma, but the Sooners could be ready. Path to the Playoff is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all, for less. We'll talk to you again soon.